Are you working in a school and feeling like maybe AI is passing you by a little bit? It's hardly surprising, let's face it. It's something new every day, and there's so much else going on in schools at the moment. But maybe as we come up to Christmas, you might find some time to have a little bit of a play around. So if you really want to make AI work for you and enhance your performance, we followed the boost approach. That starts with the B, balanced. That's about making sure that our prompts are appropriate and that they haven't got any inbuilt bias, which means we need to review those prompts. We might need to try 6 or 7 different times until we get the required output, but it's important that we review. Then we move on to the first of the O's, open. There's a lot in the press at the moment about students cheating with AI. Make that what you will. For me, it's not a lot different to going down to the library when I was 11 years old, looking at a load of books and then putting that into my homework. As long as I'm open about the fact that I've done that, is that really a problem? So just like I'm open with staff and students when I use AI, I'd encourage you and students to do the same. Be upfront about it. The second O is ownership. We can't turn around and say that an offensive email that we sent isn't down to us because AI wrote it. We need to make sure that we check that, we review it, and we're happy with it because we're accountable for what we put out. The S is for secure, and obviously we need to make sure that the data that we include, we're using that ethically. We don't want to be putting student data or other individuals' personal data into ChatGPT or into Bard because that data is going to be used to train the model. There are other platforms out there where that doesn't happen, and you need to look at that carefully. But ultimately, if you're not 100% convinced whether you should be putting that information in there, you probably shouldn't be. And then finally, the T is time. If you're like me and you love playing around with things, you might be quite happy to spend some time playing around with AI and seeing what it can do. That might be an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, but you might not have that time. So if the answer is that using that AI tool isn't saving you time, then it's probably not the right time to use it. If you can find some time to play around with it to save you time later on, well, that's a different matter altogether. So follow that boost approach. Is it balanced, open? Have you taken ownership? Are you using it securely? And is it really saving you time?